Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. So, what we're going to be talking about today is something that kind of got brought to the forefront of my mind the other day, based off of a couple of things. One, an image that a friend of mine shared, playing around with my phone and um, taking photos, doing videos on the phone, the iPad, and those apps. Some of the stuff that I'm wanting to do on this YouTube channel, like some of the skills and stuff I'm wanting to develop, some of the things I'm wanting to share, all that, and the kind of the journey we're going to take on this channel. And just like some of the new AI stuff too, kind of got me thinking about it. So, what happened is the other day, a friend of mine shared an image with me that she got on Facebook or saw on Facebook for a photographer in the area that she lives. And it was a mini for a mini session, and it was $10 for like 5 photos. And it kind of brought this whole thing to me, and a question that has been, people ask all the time, and I see it on Facebook. I saw it was really big on my Facebook a couple years ago when one person said this other photographer wasn't a professional and blah blah blah. And oh man, that whole conversation just spun out of control. I just sat there and watched it, with popcorn because I don't really try to create a lot of drama, and I might with this, granted. But man, man, it was ridiculous. So, anyways, my kind of thought is with all that, with the technology that we have today, with the tools we have today, the level of education that we can get off of YouTube and Udemy and Skillshare and all these other things is like, are professional photographers relevant? Like, it's a question. Like, they charge hundreds and thousands of dollars for their product. They, you have to schedule. There's availability issues sometimes, and you're always going to have the people that are not good ambassadors of the profession, as you do with every profession. They're gonna they're gonna cause issues, right? Or they're gonna not live up to expectations or agreements. You have that everywhere, though, unfortunately. You have people that do that. Um, but my thought, yes, I 100% will stand behind my friends and the people that take photos professionally as a service to a customer. Um, I fully believe that they are needed. I fully believe that they bring a level of skill. They bring a certain style and experience level that you're just not going to get from Uncle Bob. You know what I mean? And so if you need family portraits, you need, you know, a pinnacle age in your kid's life. I don't know. I don't have children, so I don't know what 5. I don't know. If you want portraits every year of your kids, to show the progress or whatever. If you want somebody to capture a particular special moment, engagement photos are a big thing. Like when the guys popping the question, that's a big thing that I see a lot. Weddings, especially, stuff like that. Man, I think they're almost required. Like, I think to really have quality photos and get a product that you're going to be able to pass down, like books, like albums and canvases and, large prints and all that kind of stuff, I think you need a pro. I think because they have access to tools and they have access to services that normal consumers don't. Right? There's some labs like print labs that only cater to professionals. There was a couple. and I don't even know if they're still around, to be honest, because I haven't been a practicing professional in a long time. I've never really considered myself a true professional because I never did this for any period of time. The market where I live is a lot of genres that I don't really like to shoot. And so I kind of just like, you know what, I'm going to kind of do my own thing. And that's what I do. And we can get to that in another video. We don't have to talk about that here. But I definitely think that professionals are needed in everything. Like, I wouldn't want an amateur doctor. You know what I'm saying? Just like if I was getting married, which who knows? But if I was, I'd want a professional. I wouldn't hire just some random person. I wouldn't hire cousin Sally that just bought a camera to take the photos. I would hire a seasoned professional that knows posing, that knows lighting, that knows color, that knows uh, composition, all that stuff. I'd hire a pro, hands down. I'd pay the money. I would hire a pro. Now, there's all sorts of levels. You know, a professional is pretty much somebody who gets paid to do this, but I also think there's levels. Like, you have your entry level, 1 to 5 years, mid 5 to 10, and then you have your probably experience, you're experienced or whatever, however you want to label it, 10 plus years, right? And you're going to pay more for somebody that's been doing this 10 plus years than you are somebody that's been doing this, somebody's been doing this for a year. Their gear is going to be better. Their experience is going to be vast because they've probably shot thousands upon thousands of photos and shot hundreds of weddings by then, if not thousands of weddings. I don't know. It depends on their workload. You cannot put a price on that stuff. And they do. You're going to pay $1,000 plus, sometimes more, way more. When I was first starting out, and little sidebar story, when I was first starting out and thought I was going to be a wedding photographer, because I was like, oh man, the money's good. It's only a weekend. Quickly found out that it wasn't my style, wasn't my cup of tea. But I shot, 10, 15 weddings, something like that. And I made some money, paid off some gear, But I understand why those guys charge that much. And when I was following some of the photographers that I did at the time, I don't anymore. Like I said, I'm kind of out of the game. But they were charging $4,000 or $5,000. I completely understand why. When I look at their work, when I look at their gear, when I look at their expertise, when I look at their certifications, all this stuff added up to, yep, they are worth the money. And then there's some, you have to be careful, you have to do your homework, as with everything. There are some that are not. Okay, they'll be charging you $1,500, $2,000, but look at their work. Look at how they carry themselves. Look at their website. Look at, you always want to meet them in person, right? Look at how they carry themselves. Look at past work. See if there's testimonials on the website. All this stuff. Do your homework. Don't be a dummy. Do your homework. There's all kinds of stuff, right? But that goes with any profession. Any profession. You're going to have scammers. So just watch out, protect yourself, do your homework. But anyways, I digress a little bit. That's really all I have. Like, I think they're needed. I think they bring a level of style. I think they bring a certain style to their photos. Each photographer is going to be different. So you have to find the one that blends well with you and your idea of photography or what your images should look like. You're also, I would pay the money to get a good one or to get somebody you vibe with. That's going to be an important part too. If you find a photographer that gets you, that y'all get along really well, you might throw your business their way, and I would probably stick with them because that's important. Chemistry is important between subject and the photographer. If y'all don't vibe and you can't talk and joke around and have fun, like genuine interactions, it's going to be hard to get some awesome photos. Um, there's a lot of people that I've worked with, and I'm like, oh, it becomes natural, and I can just click. They do all the stuff. It's great. I can give them little, tidbits of adjustments. It's awesome. But there are some that I'm just like, I don't. They're new. I'm not comfortable. They're not comfortable. And part of you can say, well, it's my job to make them comfortable, which I tried, but it happens. And it's all good. It's part of learning. But sometimes the chemistry is just not there, right? And so it's all good. It's just how it goes sometimes. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Kind of where you stand and what your thoughts are. So, anyways, hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Peace out.